Yo, YouTube, what is going on? YeYo here, bringing you another MLB The Show 21 video, and we have our last tier list of the group, and we are going with relief pitchers slash closers, and this is one of the most important ones. Before we get started, make sure to hit that thumbs up, like the video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and don't forget to click on that bell to get notified every time we upload. All those things will help out the channel the most. Let me know down in the comment section below, what's your bullpen looking like? I know some of these cards may be more expensive than others, especially Mariano, but we'll get to that. Let me know who you're using. Also, make sure you're checking us out on Twitch, our live streams, twitch.tv/YeYo. Link of that is going to be down in the description below, along with our Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Discord, the whole thing. So make sure to check us out. Let's go ahead and get started. So here we go. We have the top, I think, in my opinion, the top 21 relievers. Some of them are very cheap, some of them are very expensive. We're going to stick with diamonds only, because at this point in the game, I think everyone should be able to get some diamonds only. Although there's one gold and there's another gold I should have added. Shane Green. Yeah, keep that in mind. We'll get to that. We'll get back to that. But let's go ahead and get started with Rob Dibble. So this is Diamond Rob Dibble. We have the gold Rob Dibble, as you can see here, but Diamond Rob Dibble, S tier. He's been this good for a while now. 102 fastball, very solid per 9. He does have a cutter and a slider at 3. So he has the slider low 80s, low to mid 80s. He has a cutter low 90s and the fastball at low 100. So that's very tough to hit, especially in the higher difficulties. Now, if you match up against somebody that can hit that 102, you may be in a little bit of trouble, but Rob Dibble is definitely S tier. Now we have Goose Gossage. This is a card that I know a lot of people kind of like don't like because his control is not great. I like him a lot. Very good per 9s. I'm gonna put him S tier as well, right behind Rob Dibble for now. You know, fastball, sinker, slurve, and a changeup. He has very good pitches, coming hot, and very good per 9s. Some people cannot even touch him. Moving on to Lee Smith. Now, Lee Smith is an interesting one from the program bosses. If you use pinpoint and you can throw that fork ball, this card is definitely S tier. If you're struggling with that, it may be B tier. So I'm gonna put him at A tier. Fastball, cutter, and then that fork ball is actually very, very good. It has a chance of being one of the best pitches in the game because he throws at 100. He has the cutter and a slider, and then the fork ball in the low 80s is gonna throw a lot of people off. So I really like this Lee Smith. I've been using him, even though I use pinpoint, I can still throw very good fork balls. But Lee Smith, A tier for me. We got Dan Plesac. So Dan Plesac, 93 overall, if I'm not mistaken. Fastball, 2-seam slider. Not a lot of, you know, decent per 9s. Not a funky delivery. I'm gonna put him at C tier because I think we have better left-handed pitchers. We'll get to that. But yeah, I've seen some people use him, and I think some people are successful with him because not everybody has him in their bullpen, so you don't see them often. So that's one case with that. But I think we can do better. We got Arie Gagne from the Dodgers collection. He has 125K per 9s. His per 9s I think is at 92. So if those were inverted, then he would be even better, but he's not. So I'm gonna put him at B tier. He does have fastball, changeup, and he has that slow curveball with a slider. So he has a good pitch mix, but no sinker, no cutter, no outlier. Kind of middle of the pack. B for me. Talking about sinker cutter combination, we got Adam Wainwright. Adam Wainwright is actually very, very good. He goes for under 20K. So if you're looking into a budget reliever, this is your guy. Sinker cutter with a slow curveball. He has a changeup and a 4-seam as well. Solid per 9s. Very good to control. Adam Wainwright is very good. He's almost S tier for me. I'm gonna put him ahead of Lee Smith, but Adam Wainwright has been solid every year. He's your guy. Here we go with Billy Wagner from the Battle Royale program, the first one, the flawless pack. Fastball, slider, changeup. Not much after that. I wish he had another pitch. Like if he had a 2-seam, he would be better. We'll get a 99 Billy Wagner at some point. For now, we'll put him ahead of Dan Plesac, but still C tier. I think for lefties, you have to be better than this. You have to have more pitches. Obviously lefty, he's gonna be decent with a fastball, slider, changeup, but against righties, I think he can get smacked around a little bit. And talking about lefties with more pitches, we got John Franco. Because he's a lefty, I'm gonna put him as S tier. So He has a screwball, circle change, four seam, slider, sinker. He has 5 pitches. The screwball, circle change combination can be deadly with that sinker. It comes in at 93. Feels like it comes in at 103. Very good. He's actually, I think like he's underrated even in my pen. Like sometimes I'm like, I don't want to use him. I'm scared to use him. But every time I use him, he does well. John Franco from the Mets collection, very good. Obviously, it's a little expensive because you need the DeGrom, but very good. One of the top lefties we have in the game right now. And talking about top pitchers in the game, this is a very, very good one. Jadis Familia, his price is going way up. He's over 75,000 right now. He was on one of the packs that we're probably not gonna see for a little bit. Maybe they'll add it later in the conquest, but I'm gonna put him right ahead of Goose. That sinker is very tough to hit. He has a slider and a splitter, a four seam as well. He hides the ball well, super easy to control. That sinker may come in at 97, 98. It feels like 108, not 109. Like it comes in very hot. Jadis Familia, solid per nines as well. He's right there, S tier, close about Goose. You know, he's a little bit cheaper than Goose right now because Goose is from the Yankees collection, but I think I'd rather use Familia. We got Sergio Romo. So Sergio Romo is an interesting one, 89 overall. Slider, changeup, four seam, and sinker. That slider, I think he has 99 break and 99 control. You can put it wherever you want. It's not fast, it's super slow. I'm gonna put him B tier, high B tier, better than Gagne. I'd rather use him. And what I like about him is that you can bring him after using Dibble or using Chapman, because the pitch speeds are gonna be a huge difference. It's gonna throw your opponents off. Slider in the 78, 80 range, and that sinker you can dot it as well. So it's a very good, easy to control, especially with pinpoint. Sergio Romo is always super underrated. We got Ryan Tepera. So cutter, he's from the monthly program. Decent because he's free. He's free, decent pitcher, cutter, slider, four seam, two seam as well. But I'm gonna put him C tier. I'm gonna put him right in between the two lefties. Obviously being righties are better options, I think, as a righty, but he is a free card. If you're looking for a free card that can get the job done, Ryan Tepera can get the job done, 91 overall. But we can find better relievers at this point. At all this Chapman, definitely S tier. I'm gonna put him in the middle of it. You know what, I'm gonna put him at first. There's, for me, the best lefty reliever right now. He's a live series from the Yankees. Go for about, I think he was going for about 40K. Usually plays with inside edge up, so that gives him an advantage. Once you get them the parallel program, is even better. He's 87 overall, but he's nasty. Outlier 102. He has a splitter, sinker, slider. He's very good. A lot of people cannot touch him. As a lefty, you don't get that often. At all this, Chapman is definitely the best lefty reliever. One that is very good reliever. Now, last week, Josh Hader would probably a B tier. Right now, I'll put him A tier. I'll put him between the righties. They added a changeup for him. So another one that plays live series, that plays with inside edge a lot of the times up, that gives him an advantage. And they added a changeup. So he has both fastball, the four seam and two seam, the slider, and a changeup. You can use that two seamer as a sinker because it comes in like 5 or 6 miles an hour slower than the four seam. A little bit of a funkier delivery than Dan Plesac, which is why I have him 2 levels up. And I like him. I took him out of my pen, and now that they added the changeup, I'm definitely adding him back as my third lefty. So I'm gonna have Chapman, Franco, and Hader. So let me know your thoughts on that, Hader. But that changeup, it definitely makes a difference. We got David Robertson. I'm gonna put him right up ahead of Ryan Tepera. Very similar pitchers with the cutter, slider, fastballs. He's just okay. Like, you know, cutter is a meta pitch, but you can only throw it so much, right? He's okay, budget, but we can do better as well. Darren O'Day. So this is an interesting one. You know, obviously Submarine Pitcher, 90 overall. He's a D. He's a D pitcher. So if you don't know, he tips his pitches. If you're facing somebody that can tell what pitch is coming, he's a D tier. If you're facing somebody that cannot see him tip his pitchers, he's an S tier. Because it's very tough to hit. So I'm gonna put him at B tier. I'm gonna put him at B tier, somewhere in the middle. Again, if you face somebody that cannot read him, definitely very good, but he tips his pitches. Pay attention to it, you'll see it. He only has four seam, sinker, slider. That's the difference. Blake Snell, another lefty. I like him a little bit more actually than Billy Wagner. I'm gonna put him at B tier. He has good stamina. He have more pitches than them. Decent per nines, and he's actually very cheap. He's going for under 6K right now. So good option as a lefty. Kind of like a long reliever can work. So from the postseason, I think 2019 race. So make sure to take a look at him. Take a look at him. He may work. He may work for you. We got 87 Kenley Jansen, very similar to like a Mariano Rivera. Sinker slider. He has a 4-seam and a 2-seam. The 2-seam is kind of like a sinker. But I do think he's I'll put him B tier. I'll put him in the middle of the pack. A little bit ahead of O'Day, behind Gagne. I think that Gagne has better per nines, gives him an advantage, but Jansen is good. Cannot wait for his 99. His 99 is always one of the best relievers in the game. We got Wade Davis, sinker cutter combination is always solid. I'm going to put him ahead of Kenley Jansen. Very similar pitchers. He does have the sinker and the cutter, so I give him that advantage. He does have a knuckle curve as well. So Wade Davis, very underrated card every year. That sinker comes in very heavy. Now we have Rob Dibble, and I wanted to add Rob Dibble as a goal because of a budget. It's a budget card. I'll put him C tier compared to this list, but it depends on what you. He does throw 102 still, but he's not even the best gold in the game. Shane Green, sinker, cutter, slider, hides the ball well, super glitchy, super easy to control. That Shane Green, it's probably A tier, so I would put him up there, better than Dibble. That's one that I missed. So yeah, he's still in a lot of God squad. That Shane Green, but Dibble, I'm gonna put him as C tier. You know, obviously, if you cannot afford this diamond Dibble and you really like Dibble, you can use him. It's you know, cheaper version, but he's still decent enough. And we got Mo from the collection. I'm obviously gonna put him as the best reliever in the game. Per nines are there. Cutter, slider, changeup, sinker, 4-seam. Great control, great, just everything about him. Is he worth it? Yes, he's worth it because you get a lot of these cards that you need for him for free, and you're gonna need a lot of these cards for the bigger collections. You're gonna be adding more cards to that, so keep that in mind. I think that's why he's worth it. I'm not saying break the bank to go get him because there's plenty of time where you can get him. We're gonna keep getting cards that are gonna help, but he's definitely S tier. And then we got Dennis Eckersley from the latest inning program. He's an interesting one. I'm gonna put him right here, A, ahead of Lee Smith. I actually like him a lot. Very similar to that Sergio Romo, but even better per nines. You can dot the slider and the sinker. Even funkier delivery. So Dennis Eckersley, A tier. I think he's the best boss because he's a bullpen guy on that latest program. Troy Gloss is very good as well. Eventually I'm getting all of them anyways, but yeah, this is the list. Let me know your thoughts on this list. Kind of balanced, right? We got what? We got 6 guys on the S tier. We got 4 on the A tier, 6 more on B tier, and then 5 on the C tier. Now we do actually add Shane Green here, so make it 5 on A. But hey, that will do it. Again, let me know where I missed, who I missed. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your bullpen down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This is YeYo. Check it out on the next one. I'm out.